and you really must tune in. He's ironic, iconic, maybe bionic. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Genius. He's a genius.
Hello ladies and gents, this is Michael Burhan from nerdgenius.com, retroanime.com and now animecourtyard.com. I'm here to review today the great game One Piece Unlimited Red. Now the thing about this game is I'm a newbie to the One Piece series. It's actually made by the Shonen Jump comic book and also anime series as well, and has actually been released on the Wii U as a port from the 3DS system title itself, and it was released on July the 8th this year. The story itself spawns from the One Piece series itself and actually focuses on the character Luffy as he goes to find the rest of his teammates who have mysteriously disappeared. And the game itself is rather open world. It has some very nice mechanics to itself in terms of the way that it plays. It's very similar to games like Monster Hunter, but everything is kind of one button push. You've got like the X button, the Y button that are used for your punches and kicks. You've got the A button used for dodge, and also the B button that's used for jumping. So it's very well laid out in terms of the button system itself. You also can use the R button for the special attack, and then you can basically use those accordingly using the X, the Y button, also the B button. The game itself has a very nice cell shaded look on there as well, as you can tell with my British accent. I don't know how to say that properly. And works really well with the Wii U kind of style. The system itself manages to have a very beautiful palette and amazing sounds as well. So if you can look at the characters and look at the way that the voice acting is actually done, it's based on the original anime series in Japanese, and it's not more so in its US and UK counterparts. So it has English subtitles, so you can actually read as you follow through as well, and you have a very nice small little cutscenes that you get to look to for the game as the story evolves. The great thing about this game as well is the town that you visit, which is called I believe it's Trans Town, so it's used for sort of as a trading outpost. You get to build the town up from the ground up, so every time you complete a mission and you gain some sort of finances from that mission, you can actually use it to open up different stores in the town, and you can go to several different locations to do loads of sort of side missions like catching butterflies, going fishing, boss battles, anything to sort of get you your nice little bits of sort of level up systems and items that you need to forward yourself on your journey. The great thing about the characters as well, you have over 20 different characters to choose from, over 12 different stages as well to migrate to from the town. And the story mode itself, regardless, it is kind of lengthy in a sense. You have over 4 hours worth of playtime that you can actually enjoy in the game. And if that's not enough for you, of course, as well, you do have the boss battles system, which is basically via the and also the Colosseum system. You can migrate in and out with a second player, just like having someone pressing the plus button on their Wii remote control, or by basically plugging in a Pro controller or even a classic controller so they can join on the game with you. They can jump in and out as you're going through the story mode as well. It's yourself. When you're on the main map though, it's only one player. In the Colosseum mode, they can jump in and out every time you have a battle. The game has its own sort of level up system as well in the Colosseum as you progress in terms of ranks from C to B to A. And again, you gain more characters via that system as well, so that you can actually co-op with. You have a very nice set of characters that you can play with that all come from the television show and the comic book as well, that can actually join you in game, which is another sort of big positive with the game itself. And in terms of the style of play, it's very easy for like non-players to actually pick up and play with. Now the downside to this game, and a lot what I've seen, is there is no two-player select on the screen itself. You can't jump in to sort of an English translation with English voiceovers, but that doesn't really annoy me too much, because in the end I'm happy just by having the subtitles on the screen. So if I want to, I can just mute the screen, do something else, or just basically play the game say if I want a bit of quiet, so I'm not really bothered by that too much. In terms of the graphics, in terms of the way that the game compares, it's a really nice system. You know, the way that it works for the Wii U, especially with the downloadable game that I actually purchased, it doesn't take too long to load, so that it doesn't have too many loading times, but when it does get a bit taxing because you're going back and forth, loading as you're going into the next stage. It kind of emulates an open world environment, but it's not so much an open world environment, if that makes sense. You can't really go from one place to another or search any of the location. You have a set path that you need to go to, and you have to look on the map. And the one thing that bothers me the most about this game, that I consider a big con, is the fact that you can't use the screen on the Wii U controller to look on your map. You can't use it to look on your map, your items, your health, or anything like that. You have to look it on the main screen, so you have to keep pausing it, checking on the screen to see where you're going, where you need to go to, and then unpause and continue in your game. It's a bit of annoyance, something that myself and Oliver, when we were doing our short play of this game, found it kind of became a big peeve of ours as we migrate through. Again, there is no set 2-player in this game. You can't even play up to 4 players, I believe, like you can on the 3DS and the Vita. The PlayStation 3 and the Wii U ports of the game can only play up to 2 players, split screen, and the problem with the screen as it splits is that it's kind of sideways. It's like you've got the top screen, it shows you what you're doing, and the bottom screen shows the other player what they're doing, and they can't progress without you. You have to go on further first, and then the 2-player follows suit. Apart from that, you know, the game itself seems oodles of fun. It seems like something that was very enjoyable for myself. I played it, my nephew played it, Rion, my best friend Oliver as well played it, who's another host and I got gameplay, played through the game, and we did enjoy ourselves. We had a very good time on this game, and it's something I believe for any One Piece fan, you'll enjoy it. In terms of any non-fans, if you do like your beat-em-ups with your RPG elements in them, I think you will enjoy this game, but you probably won't enjoy it as much as the normal One Piece fan would. If you collect these games, if you're a big collector of the One Piece Unlimited World franchise, then my suggestion is purchase this game. Get it, because you're going to enjoy it. The big thing about it that I found as well is that you can actually save your data from this game and transfer from your Wii U to your 3DS. It's a big plus for me. I find that, you know, as someone who enjoys his portable gaming as much as he enjoys his console gaming, I can literally download my gameplay onto my 3DS, take my 3DS, go out to wherever I need to go to, or even pop into the laboratory and play my game. It's something that I think needs to happen with the majority of games, and I think Namco Bandai have got it right with this. You can actually literally switch from one to the other. It's a shame it doesn't have Connect Play between the two, which I think would have been a very nice plus to the game as well. Showed a way to sort of work with the 3DS and the Wii U systems, and I believe the PS3 and the Vita system as well. In terms of a score, now that's the big thing for this game. What type of score would I give it? I think in terms of someone who's just gone into the franchise, who's come into it as being a noob and not someone who's actually played the series of games previously, I would actually, out of 10, probably give this game a 5. Reason being, even though the game is well laid out, it looks well structured and well planned, their play time for this game probably will give you up to 12 hours play, and it's very, very easy to complete. Once you figure out what you're doing, you can literally breeze through this game without batting an eyelid. For someone who likes to do fast plays, I think people would probably enjoy going through this game. You might probably spend about 6 to 8 hours on this game and complete it. There's, you know, and I mean the entire game. I mean the main story and the Colosseum. With someone like myself, first time round, I think I'll probably take me about 12 hours to complete. But it's something, if you want to have it in your collection, if you want to pay the price tag for it, go for it. You know, I think you'll enjoy it. I'm certainly contemplating grabbing this game on the 3DS now that I have it on the Wii U, and looking at exactly where I'm going to go next with it, and you know, playing it on both platforms and comparing in a sense. But as somebody who enjoys this kind of style of beat 'em up RPGs, and I'm an avid RPG player, I think in terms of going into this game and purchasing it full price, I probably wouldn't. I probably would purchase this game probably at £25–30. I would not pay the full price of £43.99 for this game, and the reason being is that I just don't feel there is enough in there to keep you entertained for the majority of generation, you know, for the majority of time. The replay value is a big thing for me, and I don't think this game has that replay value. In terms of being a co-op game, it might be enjoyable for some, but I don't consider it in the same level as party games where you can play up to 4-player co-op. That being said, guys, I want to give a great big shout out to Namco Bandai, who's released this game, and I want to give a great big shout out as well to Mario Sokoldi, the guy who basically gave me the code so that I could actually play this game as well. And I want to give a great big shout out to everyone at Namco Bandai for allowing me to test this game and, you know, literally get my hands on a copy of it. As I said, it's very well laid out, the implementation's there, the colour scheme, it looks beautiful, but in terms of replay value, that's the kicker on this, and also in terms of the two-player co-op, I just don't feel that everything's there that should be in terms of this style of game. But again, if you're an anime fan, I think you'll enjoy this. If you're a One Piece fan, I believe you'll enjoy this. But if you're a gaming fan and you're someone who's just come in new to the franchise, I don't think you're going to enjoy this just as much. But that's it from me now, guys, and tell me your thoughts. Leave a comment at the bottom. Let me know what you think of this game, and if you feel that the game in general did, you know, really spoke to you and got you sort of invested, because I would really like to know, you know, do you agree with my review, do you disagree, or do you feel that you know, there's a lot more to this game? I would love to hear it. But that's it from me now, guys, and I will see you again for another review. And as always, check me out on I Got Gameplay every Saturday at 8 PM on Retro Island Network, and also RetroIsland.com live streams every 2 weeks, I believe, every Friday. And check me out on the Retro Island Network as well. So I'll see you again, guys, and as always, this is Michael Burhan saying I got gameplay. Have you?
The power of the dark side. 2, 1, 0.